Namaskar, this is Professor S. Lal from Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Scholars, I hope you are fine and you are enjoying your this research and publication ethics. In this course, the motto of UGC is to make you well acquainted about each and every aspect of publications, the protocols, the regulations, and to make you more aware about the experiment you are handling in the lab, and you are collecting the data, and you are claiming that you are finding the solution of your problem. So for that, in today's lecture specifically, I am here to discuss with ethics with respect to science and research. Ethics with respect to science and research. If I say you that what is science, then according to me, science means not only physics, chemistry, biological science, botany, zoology, biotechnology, and others, computer science. There is home science also. There is political science also. There is science of Sahitya also. So, ethics with respect to science and research. As per my opinion, as your expert for this research and publication ethics course, this is the part of the curriculum of your PhD. A systematic and formalized knowledge of any subject is called science. Means if your study is formalized and systematic, means the study is exhaustive and that is based on some formula. It bears some criteria, it bears some protocols. That is science. So I'm not going to discuss in details that what is science. Basically, I am confined here to discuss about ethics with respect to science and research. So, if the study is minute, if the study is accurate, if the study is, filled with 100% purity, then one can claim that the study is scientific. So in that circumstance, there are some regulations and they have been framed in abroad. Especially, I would like to say something about the frameworks of science and research, ethics with respect to science and research. So that is, specifically in Israel and in other foreign countries, there are some ethics, and generally we follow also the same. So without any more discussion, let me allow to share the screen, and I am coming here with your topic, and you see this is ethics with respect to science and research. So I hope that either you should take a screenshot of this PPT or you should note down the material that has been mentioned here. I'm just trying to explain you that there is a council that is called National Council for Research and Development, NCRD. In each and every country, such type of council exists for the purpose of the research and to enhance or to accelerate the research activity in the country and the different segment in the different field. So the National Council for Research and Development is appointed by government and operates through its plenum and committees. There is a plenum and committee at high level. means in the bureaucratic form, and that operates the complete activity in our country, India. There is a autonomous body, that is UGC, that is the part of Ministry of Education. So that UGC and the AICT and other statutory bodies and their officers, their office bearers, the committee and plenum, they are operating the whole scenario and they are evaluating that what is actually happening there. So you should remember that the National Council for Research and Development is appointed by the government and operates through its plenum and committees, one of which is the Committee for Ethics in Science and Intellectual Property. I have already discussed with you. Intellectual property means property of you. If you are a research scholar, if you are a university teacher, if you are a university assistant professor, associate professor, and you are involved in the research work. So if you are contributing something intellectually, so your right is associated with that contribution. And the Committee for Ethics in Science and Intellectual Property has decided to take a number of steps in order to raise the awareness of member of the Scientific Research Committee, both researchers and students, regarding question of ethics in scientific research. I hope this is clear. So the Committee for Ethics and Science and Intellectual Property, they have decided number of steps for the community who is involved in research. So I hope you should follow this as a researcher, and you should bind yourself, you should attach with that very protocols that have been decided by the agencies that is working in that field. And the intention of the committee is to bring the level of awareness as to the importance of engaging in research ethics and level of professionalism in doing so to international standard prevalent in United States and a number of European countries. As in the beginning of my lecture, I started saying that the regulations that had been framed in approved countries like Israel, USA, and other European countries, they are very, very significant and have the same. So there is no any discrimination because there is a uniform syllabi for the UG, PG and research programs across the globe after the existence of NAC. So I hope that we are also bound to understand the same. So the intention of the committee means you can ask that, sir, what is the intention of that committee that have been framed by the government and that is being operated by the government agency. So you should note that the intention of the committee is to bring the level of awareness as to the importance of engaging in research ethics and the level of professionalism. Professionalism is very, very necessary. There should not be any pro or against concept. There should not be any biasness. There should not be any illogical, manipulation or anything else. What actually things is happening, you are supposed to render the same. You are supposed to contribute the same in your reading and your finding. So you see the next slide. The committee decided at the first stage to disseminate throughout the scientific research committee a document manifesting the values and principles of scientific research. This is the important finding of the logic of the concern of the committee that is working to ensure the ethics with respect to science and research. And The committee decides at first to disseminate throughout the scientific research community to spread the information that actually awareness before any campaign is very, very necessary to make that campaign success. So research in a country, research in a state is not a single point phenomena. This is a very combined, or you can say compact phenomena. And if that information is passed to each and every member institutions or member labs and individual scientists who are involved in that, so that can help a lot in ensuring the ethics in scientific research and ethics. So a draft was prepared and distributed, commented on and improved. Suppose any agency who is working in this field to ensure the ethics with respect to science and research, and a paper is coming to our university, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. So naturally, we may like to understand and go through research. It will be part of our resume study, and if it will be needed, we can give some comment for further improvement or some other important ingredient to be inculcated with that paper. Means if there is any deficiency, there is a scope of further modification and updation. So in that direction, scientific agencies and national level agencies are working. I hope that you have got a little bit information about ethics with respect to science and research. So thank you very much for listening and enjoying this lecture. And I hope that you are aware and you are going to learn each and every aspect of today's lecture. So thank you very much for listening and enjoying.